Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Thursday, April 11th. Actually, I think it's raining still.
That's okay. It's okay.
It's beautiful if you're a duck. But on a beautiful Thursday, April 11th, look who has made the trek. Lynn Wells, thank you so much.
So happy to be here.
You arrived yesterday. I mean, were the crowds from whenever you stayed at your hotel last night?
They finally
at the Ritz Louisville.
The Ritz Louisville. The crowd was dissipating as I arrived.
Well, that's good.
And it was very kind. The concierge took care of me.
Concierge service.
Oh, concierge service was magnificent. Thank you for the $700 stipend. Only because
all the best for you.
Well, only because it coincided with the eclipse time frame.
Absolutely.
So the stipend's usually a little less than that, not much.
A couple $100.
A couple $100 less.
But
thank you.
Anything that I can do to for the roving editor of the Wayne County Press, and anything I can do.
Does your management know that I don't really get a stipend? They think it's okay for me to joke about stuff like that?
You think you do get a stipend?
What, like a bottle of water?
No, that's $600 through. There were expenses run through.
Oh, I see I understand what. Oh yeah, it came to your hands. Your hands, mine.
There was money run through.
Okay, I think I got the picture now. It takes me a while.
There was no money run through, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm cheap. I'm cheap. Okay.
Well,
happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. You know, there's a little bit this is the part of the show where I typically like to join the hands with the folks and tell them what's going on in and around our town. Our towns today. But and
can I comment on them as you talk?
I would appreciate that.
Okay.
I would appreciate
because that's part of my gig.
It works.
By the way, may I interrupt you briefly? Are you going to be talking about sports at some point?
I will eventually. Yes.
I'll wait. I'll hold this till you get.
You sure?
Yes, absolutely. Because I have a remark I'd like to make about basketball, but we'll do that.
All right. Well, that's fine.
I learned something watching basketball. A lot of the Final Four.
I thought you were going to wait.
Okay. Go ahead, Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, today at the Flora Chiropractic Clinic at 10:30 this morning, the Full Armor Warriors Trap Team is going to be having a pork burger sale at again from 10:30 to 1 o'clock at the Flora Chiropractic Clinic. Pork burgers, chips, drinks. What?
Isn't that Darren Bailey's outfit?
That is Darren Bailey's outfit up here, north of the building. Well, north of you've got. First north of the building, you have the North Clay High School, and then you get to Casey's or Subway, Casey's, and Zink's, and then you keep going. Then you got a bank, and then you can get to Full Armor.
Are you going to take me all the way to Effingham, or what?
I could. I've been going this way quite some time.
Anyway,
the Full Armor Warriors Trap Team.
Trap team. You mean like beavers and. Trapping beavers and things like that? Oh, you mean shooting?
Shooting trap.
Well, that makes sense.
I didn't realize
Full armor.
Trap team rather than, do they not do skeet then as well?
I don't know. I thought they were trying to save the skeet. I
don't think so.
Save the skeet.
Pork burgers, chips, and drink. I'll take $6. Will take you all the way. Sandwich only is $4.
Cold beer.
I
doubt it. I'm just asking. If you're talking about Full Armor,
but it's at Flora.
Well, okay.
So you got the chiropractic clinic in Flora. You could probably just go down the street.
Loosen up before you get loosened up.
Oh yeah, there you go. That makes
trying
sense.
To help.
What else is going on here on this beautiful Thursday up in Effingham tonight? It is National Free Crazier Life Tour. Home Free Crazier Life Tour.
I have no idea what that means.
I have no idea what it is, but it says join us for
Is this where you put your underwear over your head and run around the town square?
Join us for
That's crazy.
Perfect. Have you ever done that?
Yes, one time.
How'd that go?
Well, the people at the university asked us not to do that again.
Join us for the perfect evening mixed with upbeat Nashville dipped pop hits, country and western standards, incredible harmony, and quick-witted humor.
And where is this? Just somewhere in Effingham?
This is at Effingham, at the Effingham Performance Center.
Oh, the Performance Center. Well, that makes a little more sense.
Where did you think?
I didn't know. I thought maybe it was at the Eagles or something. Do they even have an Eagles in Effingham? I bet
they have an Elks. They might have an Eagles up there. They got Moose. The Moose, I believe, is in Altamont. But all kinds of stuff. Again, that is tonight. Also today, this is a good one.
I like that.
It is the Children's Orthopedic Clinic there at the Effingham, the Sarah Bush Lincoln Benuti Orthopedic Clinic.
Is this part of the Elks thing?
This is part of the Illinois
Elks
Children's Care Corporation, and also Effingham Elks Lodge putting it on.
It's all free. That's what's remarkable.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is an outstanding program that the Elks do and have put this on for years and years. It used to be called the Crippled Children's Corporation, the 3 C's, but now they've changed that because that.
Just be a little more politically correct.
A little bit. Yeah, there's Timothy Gray, the physician, will be checking out kids. You do need to make an appointment. You probably still can this morning. Give them a call at 800-272-0074, and
they take care. I mean, kids have all kinds of problems: club feet, bow legs, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, this is the orthopedic.
Yeah, orthopedic is that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering there are if one of these. It's either these folks or the Shriner folks that also help with the kids with cleft palates. And again, if you have an issue, by all means, get a hold of those folks and get the appointment.
And there's no cost.
No cost.
Period.
And it's scary. I understand. Thinking that it's going to.
But a lot of these conditions can be corrected if you just get them to the right place at the right time.
That's exactly right.
No jokes about that. Good program.
No, absolutely right. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen?
I'm ready.
Sit back, folks.
Should I tape my ankles?
Tape your ankles. This is National Cheese Fondue Day.
Now, I could eat just about anything dipped in cheese.
Observed annually on April 11th, National Cheese Fondue Day. Fondue Day recognizes a food holiday. Fondue Day. Fondue Day. Doodah Day.
Kind of reminds me of Ranger Gardner playing the Doodah song. Remember?
Yes, I do remember that.
But he did the Fondue Doodah Day.
Ranger Gardner has left the building for about 10 years now.
Yes, he has. He's left this mortal coil.
Yes, he has. Fondue is a dish of melted cheese or other ingredients served
Dip you some bread in
a communal pot. Do you know what a communal pot is called?
Well, at my house it's called a slop jar, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Caquelon. Caquelon. Caquelon.
Okay, you call it what you want.
I'm gonna.
That's the name. That's what it's called.
I'm gonna call it.
You made that up.
I did not make it up. It is a caquelon. Caquelon.
Which reminds me of the time when I was about the 4th grade, Bruce. The teacher called me to the chalkboard and said, "I want you to make a sentence out of these 2 words: delight and depot."
Oh, that's
she showed me those words.
A nice teaching moment.
She told me
Help us all with a nice teaching moment.
She showed me these 2 words: delight and depot. Mm-hmm. She showed me the words. I said, when I went to bed last night, Grandpa told me to turn out delight and put depot under the bed. Turn out delight and put depot under the bed.
Speaking of National Fondue,
what do you call it?
Do you know what the communal pot is called? The caquelon, or I may be pronouncing that incorrectly.
I bet you are.
Over a small portable stove. You know what they use? The portable stove is called.
It's called a portable.
Rayshode.
A Rayshode?
Rayshode.
I think I used to date her.
R-E with a
couple of slanty slants on it.
With a carrot on top, and a CHAUD.
What's the kind of cheese do they usually use? Like some stinky cheese or just cheese?
Participants then dip the bread into the cheese using long stem forks. Cheese fondue consists of a blend of cheeses, wine, and seasoning. You throw wine in there.
No, you drink the wine.
Well, you do that too.
Well, I wouldn't throw that. That's a waste of wine.
A 1966 book published in Zurich under the name, now I've got more foreign
Swiss
words
cheese.
to mention.
Okay, I bet this is a good one.
Kaus mit Wein zu kochen. is known for having the earliest known cheese fondue recipe. It calls for a ground or cut up cheese melted with wine and for the bread dipped into it. The first known recipe for cheese, that doesn't make sense.
A French bread, probably?
First known recipe with cheese and wine was published under the name cheese fondue in 1875. Cornstarch may be the reason the Swiss became so fond of fondue. In 1905, the thickener was introduced to the land of Switzerland, and as many may know, cornstarch thickens the liquid, makes smooth and creamy gravies, also creates a smooth and stable emulsion for wine and cheese.
But back in the day, Bruce, cornstarch was used to prevent chafing, Put that down your pants.
I presume it still is.
Get you some cornstarch. And
I don't know if it is or not.
I don't either, but it probably would work.
Yeah, there's all kinds of, besides cheese, what other ingredients can be used as a fondue base?
What other kind of cheese you said?
What other kind of ingredients can be used as a fondue base?
Oh, my goodness.
Tomatoes.
I don't want tomatoes.
I'm just telling you,
joking.
oil.
That's okay. Oil's good. 10W40 is pretty nice.
Chocolate.
Ooh, get you a chocolate fountain, just put your face under it.
What are the etiquette guidelines for cheese
No double
fondue?
dipping for sure.
No double dipping.
No double dipping.
Since the fork you are using will be dipped in a shared pot many times, one of the most important rules is to never touch your mouth or lips to the fork.
Well, that's kind of hard to do because I like...
Use your dinner fork to remove the morsel to your plate.
Isn't that how that works?
I think that's exactly how that's supposed to work. Oh, this one will make you'll be happier on this one. Ladies and gentlemen,
hope so.
April 11th is also a day we all celebrate, National Barbershop Quartet Day on April 11th. Toes start tapping to four-part harmony thanks to the National Barbershop Quartet Day. Barbershop quartets have a way of making the heart flutter.
Oh, my goodness. Was Wimpy Weedman, was he part of a...
He was a barbershop.
He was a barbershop.
But he was not I don't
singer.
recall. If
Bob Kinsall at Grayville, maybe?
If Wimpy was in a barbershop quartet,
probably not.
I would think he was in a barbershop.
So
the quartet would have been like Mr. Spence and a few of the other heavy-duty Republicans.
Sure,
in
I forgot about
Wayne
that.
County. Yeah.
Clyde Robbins, maybe?
Clyde Robbins would have probably been a member of the National of the Barbershop. I must tell you, I am, and this is a terrible thing for me, of all people to say, since
You're a musician.
I'm a musician, and I'm a brass quartet guy, quintet guy, pardon me, sometimes quartet, but mainly
French horn,
quintets.
my favorite instrument.
But there are a lot of harmonies and stuff. I really and truly am not a fan of barbershop quartets.
I'll second the motion.
So enjoy your day.
Enjoy your day and
all the barbershop
find one wherever you
quartet
can.
fans. Yeah, good luck. Have a good time. Don't take me along.
I'd rather hear a polka band, personally.
I'd rather play in a polka band.
Polka bands are fun.
Let alone doing anything.
I did a schottisch into the polka band one time.
What?
You know what a schottisch is? It's a type of dance, a kind of a polka dance.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Did you have a dance partner?
I did have a dance partner who I'm no longer married to. And we were
Did that cause the problem?
at the Germania Manor Corps, which they serve a lot of pig knuckles, sauerkraut, and beer.
Yeah, Germania, yeah.
Germania, and I did a schottisch, and schottished right in and fell into the band completely. Knocked over a trombone, and the guy fell off his drum set stool because I fell into it. That's my polka story.
I must tell you, I have.
Isn't that a fun story?
I have had rocks and garbage hurled at me.
I had a shot glass thrown at me once.
But while I was playing.
Me too.
What were you playing?
I was playing drums in a rock and roll band, and the gentleman airmailed a shot glass.
I was playing sousaphone in the marching Illini and had rocks and garbage thrown at me. And
were you playing that poorly, or they just didn't like the band?
I think they saw me as a target.
Because of the big bell?
They would.
Let's see if we can hit
It wasn't just me. There were others. There's one other thing.
How did we get off on polka bands? Just because I did.
Because we want to talk about something we like more than barbershop quartets.
Yeah, and/or cheese fondue.
I must tell you,
I love cheese fondue.
I have not had cheese fondue for 50 years.
Well, that's
45
part of your
years.
problem. That's part of your problem.
I don't have a problem.
I'm trying to be nice. What else? What other day in history do we have here?
This is also, I've got a week. We're going to celebrate an entire week for National Animal Control Officer Appreciation Week.
Dog catcher. Animal control person.
That's not a dog.
That's a raccoon.
That's a funny
Rocky
looking dog.
right there. That's Rocky right there. Isn't it Rocky Raccoon?
Rocky Raccoon right there, and he is gonna drink.
He's gonna get relocated, isn't he?
He is on his way to relocation. I don't know. Do they always relocate them, or sometimes?
Knock them in the head? No, they usually relocate them.
They usually do.
Yeah,
Okay, anyway, your animal control officers do.
They do a great job.
They do a great job, and we know several.
Oh well, shit. Absolutely.
I know several who have been former animal control officers who wish they could have that time back. So it's a tough job. What do you want to see on TV, ladies and gentlemen? Here's the sports. High school baseball first.
Baseball
first.
I have no baseball story.
Then it was today.
Except the punchline. Walk proudly. That was a great punchline. Baseball proudly. Oh yeah.
I think that's the umpire said that, right?
No, that's the Queen of England said it. Walk proudly.
Well, that is.
I'll tell you about that during the break.
Okay. The Effingham Flaming Hearts will be in North
Flaming what?
In Louisville today.
Hearts.
On channel, what'd you say?
You say Flaming Hearts? Is that what it was?
That's the Effingham Flaming Hearts.
It also reminds me of a punchline.
Oh, you heard something else, didn't you?
I did.
North Clay Cardinals will host Effingham today in baseball on Channel 100 and on Channel 99. These both games starting at 4:30. Tennessee. Totopolis is at Dietrich, the Moon
Is that the
Maroons.
two topless waitresses?
Wooden shoes.
Wooden shoes.
No. This has really gone off the rails.
Downhill pretty quick.
Really. Major League Baseball today.
Oh, it is started, hasn't it?
At 11:20 a.m. this morning, the Mets are at Atlanta. All these games today are on Major League Baseball Network, Channel 599. Mets at Atlanta, Oakland at Texas, Baltimore at Boston. No Cubs, no White Sox, no Cardinals today.
Wow. They have a day off, all of them.
All three of them have a day off.
They'll have a big weekend, won't they?
They will have a big weekend.
No basketball? It's all over?
Just a moment. Masters Golf, 2 o'clock.
That starts this weekend.
2 o'clock on ESPN. You can also probably find it online. I think Paramount Plus, maybe in. Go to masters.com if you're looking for
Is
streaming.
Joe Mitchell playing in that?
No, he's not that good. He's good.
He's good.
He's good. Don't get me wrong. Joe's good.
Yeah.
Especially now that he gets to play from the short tees.
Oh, yeah, but because of his age.
His age. He's like 60, and he puts them right on the green.
Yes, he does. We're talking about a gentleman from Grayville.
Yeah. NBA basketball tonight. Here's what you were waiting on.
All day.
On TNT, Channel 633, a doubleheader of the New York
Jets.
Knicks at the Boston
Celtics.
Okay, that's Channel 633. Followed up at 9 o'clock by the New Orleans
Saints.
Pelicans at the Sacramento
Bees.
Kings. Bees is a newspaper, isn't it? And also the Chicago Bulls at the Detroit Pistons.
And the Pistons.
You were going to mention something?
Well, I was watching all the Final Four stuff. Even I watched the ladies' games too. I loved watching Caitlin Clark. It was a great.
I tell you what, let's do. Let's hold this and we'll talk about this when we return. Can you wait another 2 minutes?
Absolutely.
All right, what we'll do, we'll get the point here when he returns. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. My name is Bruce Dickey.
I'm Leonard Sue Wells.
So that's Leonard Wells, and we'll be back right after this.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chapman's Furniture has the best prices every day. You can find them open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and located at 210, 300, and 306 West Main Street in Salem. Chapman's features a full line of furniture, including Ashley Furniture, bedding by Sealy and Bimco, and the largest selection of rugs in Southern Illinois. They have a huge selection of recliners, including lift and power, and wallpaper and border in stock at closeout prices. Call 618-548-2221 for the best price around.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Be a big deal. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, showtime.
Hey, let's switch over to this camera, and you scoot over a little bit.
Which way?
I believe that way. Just to center yourself a little bit.
Yeah, better. Is that
That's better, but I want to make. Let's see how that looks. See, that looks fine.
Scared me, Bruce. What are you trying to do?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining.
Basketball.
I've got to get that doggone camera set right. That is not set right.
Well, maybe it's because of me.
No, I don't think so.
People have always said I'm not right. So
I got it.
that boy's just not right.
Well, you know.
We're in that camera now, right?
We're in that camera now.
One of my favorite cameras, Bruce. Did you know that?
I probably should have done this before we started the show.
Well, a lot of things we should have done.
All right, so you got into basketball.
I was really watching
some basketball. Tell me a little bit about it.
It was just something that I learned. It's always great, even at my age, that you learn something, right? Mm-hmm. They're talking about these announcers. We're talking about pick and roll. You know what that means? No, I mean, we're talking about pick and roll.
Yes, I know what a pick and roll is.
I just figured out that it has nothing to do with boogers. That's something that I learned.
I waited 2.5 minutes for that.
I kept trying to slide it in there. Wait 2 minutes. But it doesn't have anything to do with boogers, does it?
No. You have pick and roll. You have pick and pop.
Pick and pop.
Pick and pop now as well.
Not sure what that is. Oh, you pop.
Pick and pop. That's right. Somebody sets a pick and you come right around it and
you shoot.
Pop. Pick and pop.
But picking and rolling is also something
entirely
else.
different.
Totally different.
Entirely.
Just depends on where you grew.
You got that watching Caitlin Clark play.
I did.
Did you ever think in your wildest dreams
that I'd be sitting around watching
that you'd be sitting around on a Sunday afternoon watching women's basketball?
No, but it was really exciting.
I did too.
I enjoyed it.
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I watched it too.
Let me tell you, I'm just so glad that we're getting a little more equality. I'm serious.
I am too.
I mean that sincerely. Women, they play just as hard and they don't get paid nearly as much.
The interesting thing of it, and this is the fascinating thing to me, is it became popular because, you've had 20 years of Connecticut winning. They've won 11 championships in the last 20 years. Just amazing. The popularity of the sport really never jumped. There were Tennessee won for years. They had great players, they had great coach, and
along comes Iowa,
and along comes Caitlin Clark,
correct,
who basically backed up. she backed up and shot from the logo and hit him. And I mean, and that's basically what that was the whole popularity. People love watching her shoot. And I can't believe I love watching her shoot.
Smooth, just amazing.
That's the thing. There are no coaches in college basketball. There are very few in pro basketball that would give somebody legitimate permission to shoot from out there without setting them beside you.
That's usually a low percentage shot.
What's a low percentage shot? You've got basically 3 or 4 guys in the NBA doing it, and you've got her doing it, shooting from way that far out.
Boy, I tell you what, in that championship game, they shut her down, though, didn't they?
They shut her down, but
they smothered her.
That's the fascinating thing to me, is that's what it took for women's college basketball to become huge. They had more people watch that game than watched any college men's game in like years and years and years.
It was great. I enjoyed it. I really did thoroughly.
The Friday night game was even better.
Oh, yeah.
The one against LSU.
Oh,
because you had even more storylines in that one. You had basically neither team liked each other.
That's true, but it didn't turn out to be a knockdown, drag out deal. But because it was great sportsmanship,
class. They played with class,
but they did have a lot of history.
Yeah, a lot of history.
But anyway, that was my only basketball story.
And that really was
pick and roll. Wasn't worth much, was it? Wasn't worth waiting 2 minutes for.
Did you watch the men's?
A little bit, yeah. I watched Purdue get
Zach Edey's pretty good, isn't he?
He's pretty good, but he should have been called for about 88 fouls that he didn't get called for.
There is such a thing in NCAA basketball as the Edey whistle.
Oh, I know.
The Edey whistle is he gets every call. The Purdue fans will tell you, no, he doesn't. He's not foul people. No, he is.
Yeah.
And they say if you watch Purdue play, if you watch Zach Edey play for the last 4 years, like I have, I've seen
left shoulder into the guy.
Left shoulder back up. See you later.
Yeah, you get out of my way. I'm 19 feet tall.
And he's that much taller than most players that when he drops his left shoulder, he basically is dropping his elbow into somebody. And if he doesn't raise his elbow, he's not going to get a whistle on him. But his shoulder is doing some work.
Yes, it is. I would think you'd have to have an ice bath after playing against him. I mean, really, beat you to death.
Did you see how the UConn guy played him, by the way?
Yes, it was pretty cool.
He kept giving him he was playing on his left shoulder, kept giving the opportunity to go back to his left. He wouldn't go.
No.
That's how they beat him.
And it worked.
The kid still scored 37 points or whatever.
But it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough whenever UConn. Well, I must tell you, Lynn, that the very last thing that I figured I would talk with you today
is about basketball?
Is about basketball.
Well, thank you. But you have turned me into a sports fan. The only thing that I
apologize.
stopped.
Nancy, I apologize.
No. The only thing I still cannot get into is hockey. I just do not understand the game. Yeah, I understand put the puck in the thing, but why do we have to, the referees step off the ice and let everybody fight? What was that game? They had one that like the first 10 seconds of the game.
That was, New York. I think it was the Islanders.
I think that's just absolutely
the Rangers versus
stupid. I know that's why people go there to watch it. I mean, I understand.
Did you see who you knew it was going to happen? Anybody who watches hockey when it's at the game knew it was going to happen because none of the people out there starting the game for either team, other than the goalies, were people who would normally start the game.
So they were going to get kicked out anyway.
They knew they were going to
get played.
They knew they were going to sit out for quite 5 minutes each for fighting. 5, 10, whatever it is.
I didn't find that to be entertaining. I just found that to be stupid.
Were you watching it?
Sure. No. I only watched it in the highlight reel on sports. That's all I watched it. No, I didn't watch the game.
Well, you see, now, I don't think it was meant for you.
What's the thing? I went to a fight and the hockey game broke out.
That's what they said.
But anyway, that's all.
That's the old. Well, you see, now that's the thing. That's done now. The regular season will end, I think, Thursday, and it's over.
Okay.
They don't fight in the playoffs.
They won't let them do that.
It's too. The goons don't get the goons don't get put on the team. They set them up as a healthy scratch in the box, so they won't fight.
They're the one with the eyes swollen shut and 3 teeth.
That's kinda. We're gonna come back and talk about all kinds of other things.
And we'll talk about something besides sports. which is fine too if you don't want to.
Well, that's the thing. I'm going to talk sports. I've got Friday's show I'm shooting today, too, where I'm going to talk sports here in a little bit anyway.
You don't want to talk about... I thought in show prep we were going to talk about my Cologuard test. We're not going to do that?
No, we're not.
Okay.
No.
Probably just as well.
No, we're not.
That's the worst job in America, by the way.
What is?
The guy that opens that box.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back here just immediately on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Stick around.
Hi, my name is Landon Carter, and I'm a financial consultant at Benjamin F. Edwards in Florida. Whether you're planning to send a loved one to school, preparing for retirement, or passing your wealth to the next generation, we have the knowledge and perspective to implement financial strategies that will help you move smoothly through life's transitions. Here at Edwards, our clients know that we are fully invested in their financial future. To find out more, Cole Duke and I invite you to give us a call at 618-508-8050. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hola. That's Mexican for hello, isn't it? Hola.
Yes, it is. That's Spanish.
Speaking of
actually,
Spanish,
is the language of...
Grayville's getting a second Mexican restaurant. Did you know that?
No, I think I saw that in the paper last night.
You know who was written that story, don't you?
I have a pretty good
I'll
idea.
just tell you real quickly what the deal is.
Who wrote the story on that? How many Mexican restaurants does Grayville have already?
This will make number 2. This will make number 2. They have Guadalajara, which is straight west of the cannabis dispensary.
Okay.
How handy is that?
Thought that was east.
That would be west.
Okay.
West.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be right, just west.
Thought it was across the street.
No, east is where the old Mexican restaurant was.
Oh, it's not there
next to Super 8.
It's not there anymore.
No, it's closed.
That was the one I thought you were talking about.
The one the new one's going to be where the old one was.
Okay, next to the hotel.
Yeah, it'll be La Fiesta Grill, and then the one behind the pot place is
Sleepy Grill.
La Fiesta is. Oh yeah, take.
I thought you said siesta.
No, Fiesta.
Okay.
La Fiesta as in feast, I guess.
Right. Oh, no Fiesta.
Anyway, a guy by the name of Martin Maldonado is running that one.
Maldonado.
Isn't that a great name?
Yeah.
Sounds like one of those romance movies, Mr. Maldonado. Anyway, so it's going to be there next to the Super 8. And then the Guadalajara is there behind the pot dispensary. And it's always full.
How'd they get a second? Why'd they get a second?
I think some people that worked at Guadalajara, the original Guadalajara, decided to open this one Monday night.
So these are folks from Guadalajara, Mexico?
I think so. I don't know. It could be Guadalajara, Kentucky, for all I know.
I don't know that there is one.
There could be.
They're next to Monkey's Eyebrow.
I've been to Monkey's Eyebrow. You know what Monkey's Eyebrow is known for?
Did you go through Guadalajara to get there?
I did not. Do you know what Monkey's Eyebrow is known for?
I have no idea.
At one time, it held the record for having the tallest broadcast tower.
No.
Monkey's Eyebrow, Kentucky.
Did you ever? Okay, now I will ask you this, and since we talked about this one of the last times you were here.
Yes, sir.
Have we ever heard or found the missing tower?
Missing tower. Help me with
The
this.
missing radio tower.
I heard that somebody stole one, didn't they?
Yeah, you and I talked about this.
I don't think we did.
Okay.
I heard somebody stole one.
One other thing going on, I believe it's in April, I think is Autism Awareness.
Yeah, I think the whole month is, if I'm not
I believe it's Autism Awareness.
I had a little-
You have
a grandson.
interesting perspective.
Well, I have a grandson who's autistic, but anyway, I was going to tell you a little story. It's another Grayville story, actually. Jeff Lyons is a meteorologist at Channel 14 where I used to work.
Right.
Jeff's a real nice guy. I was involved in hiring him back 100 years ago. But anyway, he came to Grayville to put on a program at Groff Library about the upcoming eclipse.
Okay.
Totality. And he came to the library.
Now, I'm just making sure you realize the eclipse was 2 days ago. Did you miss it?
You're kidding. I thought it was next week.
No, it was Monday.
Oh, man.
It's not
Well, I can go to South America and see it. But anyway, he was at Groff Library. Had a nice crowd of people talking about, how the eclipse works and all of the astronomical things having to do with it. Well, anyway, it turns out
it's actually a tremendous coincidence.
It was great. So anyway, there was a young man by the name of Harlan Rose.
Okay.
I don't know his actual age. I'm going to guess 10 or 12, somewhere in there. But anyway, he has autism. But he's very high functioning, great kid. I mean, just a wonderful, wonderful kid. Well, he was sick that day.
Oh, that's
he
good.
couldn't go to the Groff Library for Jeff Lyons' eclipse presentation. And somebody mentioned that to Jeff. He said, Harlan Rose really wanted to meet you. He really wanted to meet you. But he's got a fever and he couldn't come to and Jeff said, just about everybody's got a fever anymore. So just show me where he lives and I'll go visit him.
Well, that's nice.
So after this program, Jeff went to Harlan's house. And
Is that Lloyd's kid?
Lloyd?
Rose?
No. Glenn's,
okay.
Glenny Rose's boy. But anyway, he sat on the front porch swing with Harlan and talked about the eclipse and showed him how to with his tablet and everything. And it was just a perfect moment and showed how much of a gentleman that Jeff Lyons is.
Well, that's
I
outstanding.
mean, he went out of his way to go to this kid who couldn't be there only because he was sick, and he said, who doesn't have a fever, let's go. I thought that was a great story.
Out of the blue, out of nowhere.
Out of blue.
Because
Somebody just mentioned it
he
to him.
probably had to go back to work
We had to go back
eventually.
to the station, sure, but he took his time and met with Harlan, and Harlan was just over the moon, no pun intended, about meeting Jeff Lyons and learning about the eclipse.
Well, that's great.
Anyway, I thought that was a really good story.
Well, that's Autism Awareness Month, and I mean a lot of kids with autism get a bad rap.
Well, that's why they call it a spectrum.
Yeah.
Some kids you may not even know are on the spectrum because they're so high functioning,
Yeah.
And some they're in different parts of the spectrum. I have a grandson who's nonverbal.
Right.
Okay, he's 10 years old. He's nonverbal, and one of the things about autism, Bruce, is depending on where you are on the spectrum, you want things to happen at a certain time of the day. And you want to do certain things every day. And for example, my grandson, one of the things he wants to do, he wants to go swimming. He wants to go take a ride in a mom's golf cart. He wants to go to the grocery store. And he wants to roller skate. I mean, these things happen in order.
Yeah.
Okay? And probably one of his biggest things is going to the Publix grocery store, which is down in the Nashville area. And there are certain things that he wants to buy.
Really?
Yeah.
What's to see the bananas or something?
Well, you would think.
I would think.
There's a certain kind of cookie, certain kind of bread, and ham, as in a chunk of ham. So here's my point, and this is, to me, kind of a tender story, if you want to know the truth.
Well, it's your grandson.
It's my grandson.
I suspect it's tender.
But I mean, does his family need a ham every time they go to the grocery store? Of course not. So they wind up donating the ham.
Oh, that's cool.
To people that might need a ham, or a homeless person that might be nearby.
Sure.
And so we've now called it Bo's Ministry. That's his name.
Well, now that's great.
I mean, he hasn't got a clue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't know you're doing it.
No. But so he
just wants to buy the ham but not eat it?
Mainly. Primarily.
Wow.
But anyway, and you can laugh about that and make fun of it and everything else. But
Oh.
it's just part of his that's part of his life, part of his what he needs to do every day to keep himself happy.
Well, that's outstanding.
I just thought it was kind of.
And the more folks learn about things that they don't know about, the more understanding they'll be of it.
Absolutely. And anyway, I could tell a million stories about Bo, but he's a great kid. He's a sweet kid, and I know some other kids on the spectrum that are just. I mean, you just need to understand them and be a little patient.
Yeah.
And I thought Bo's ministry.
That's outstanding.
I think it's kind of cool.
That is really cool. Let's take a quick break. We're gonna come back. We got plenty of other stuff to talk about. We'll be back after these words. Stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Day back at Purdue.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Len Wells is here. We're just shooting the beans. It's not shooting the beans. Breeze. Shooting the breeze.
Drew Brees. Let's not get into sports again.
We're not talking about Purdue.
Okay, no.
We're done talking about Purdue.
How about that hospital deal, Fairfield Memorial? That's kind of a big deal.
I don't know that it's all that.
Yes, it is.
Gotten around all that much.
Oh, you mean the news about it?
Yeah, the public. Yeah, I don't know if it's public knowledge yet.
Can I tell you a secret, Bruce?
Yeah.
Nobody's listening, right?
Nobody's paying attention, no.
Probably not, because I'm on here. No, Fairfield Memorial Hospital, ladies and gentlemen. And this was described to me, and I think this is perfect description. It's somewhat of a unicorn, and by that I mean there are very few hospitals around the country anymore, especially in Illinois, we'll say, that are independently operated and are not affiliated with a larger hospital or owned by a larger hospital. Very few of those still exist, where they operate with their own board of directors, and they're still not for profit hospitals. There just aren't very many of them. So Fairfield Memorial hit a kind of a bump in the road, late last year and early this year, financially, and so the board of directors and other leaders
began seeking
an affiliation agreement. They've got 4 or 5 hospitals they were looking at, and one of them was Farrell, which they operate several clinics, believe it or not.
Southern Illinois mainly.
Yeah, and Sarah Bush.
Okay.
And they operate a bunch of clinics and 2 or 3 hospitals.
Well, we just had the Sarah Bush thing for the Boy Scouts.
And also Ascension St. Mary's, which is out of Evansville, is a religious affiliated hospital. And, of course, Deaconess. Deaconess is an enormous, huge organization.
They affiliate or own Crossroads.
Correct. And also Heartland in Marion. And they recently bought the hospital in Redbud and Crossroads. And anyway, they bought 4 or 5 hospitals back last year, or maybe the year before. But anyway, my point is they were looking for an affiliation agreement to have a stronger management team, and help them through these troubling financial waters, which they affiliated with Deaconess Hospital. It was effective April 1st, okay? And so what that means is they're going to install their own chief executive officer, chief financial officer, and probably chief operating officer, what they call the C offices.
Right.
And so that's already underway or being chosen, those are. And they will help manage the hospital. And this I didn't understand. If you got a minute for me to explain this, they're going to implement what's called a swing bed program, which I thought had something to do with getting people out of a bed into a chair. It has nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with that?
No. It would benefit Deaconess. There's no joke involved in it.
I'm just sitting there thinking how far we could have gone with swing bed if we wanted to. Well, that's true,
but that's
we're staying serious.
We're going to stay away from that.
Okay.
It behooves it behooves the Illinois patients staying in an Illinois hospital. So, if Bruce Dickey goes over to Deaconess Hospital in Evansville, Indiana, and has a heart procedure, we'll say, it
might happen tomorrow.
It might happen tomorrow. It would be beneficial to both facilities if you did your recuperation back home in Fairfield. What that does is empties up that bed in Evansville, and you do your recuperation and post-operative care back in Fairfield. So swings, it's basically a billing issue more than anything. Yeah. Because you have your procedure and you need extra care 3 or 4 days. A lot more expensive to stay in that bed in Evansville than it is back home.
I bet it is.
Same recuperation, and so it fills up Fairfield Memorial Hospital's bed, empties some of Deaconess's beds, frees those up for the more serious cases. That's what they call a swing bed program. So it behooves you to keep your Illinois patients in an Illinois hospital, even if you have to go outside to get a more serious procedure done. Okay? So that's one of the things. So these hospital beds at Fairfield will hopefully fill up more. More billing means, keeping it more financially stable. More financially stable.
That leads to my next question, and you may or may not know the answer to this. Was there financial arrangement involved in the affiliation? Was there a financial bump from Deaconess to FMH, or is it all just starting April 1st and then moving on?
There will be the financial
remuneration.
Yeah, because we'll just say the top two, CEO and chief financial officer.
Right.
You don't have the Fairfield Memorial won't have to pay them. They're going to be employees of Deaconess Hospital. So there you've knocked out $500,000 right there, if not more.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one financial benefit right there, and there's lots and lots.
Well, no, you're misunderstanding my question. Then was there there was no purchase, so there was no bump.
No.
At April 1st.
No.
Okay.
No, and it's my understanding that all the other department heads are going to keep their jobs, and nobody's going to get run off. And I hope that's right, because I've seen it work.
Well, that's the thing.
Nothing's going to change. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, nothing's going to change. I have heard that. You heard it from the same organization.
I sure did. But I'll tell you, Flora is so blessed to have the Clay County Hospital.
They certainly are.
Absolutely. And Fairfield's blessed.
Salem and Effingham both have their good hospitals.
Great hospital. If you want to see how things could turn, drive down to Carmine.
Yeah.
They don't have a hospital. They lost their hospital. Their management went to pot and lost money, and now it's just an open building with birds flying around in it. That's all it is.
Wow.
So we're all blessed. We really are. And this affiliation agreement is a big positive. It's nothing. There could be some negative things if you dug far enough, but I think overall it's fabulous.
That's now we are all enlightened.
And one other quick thing, may I?
Yeah, go.
The Fairfield Memorial Hospital Foundation.
Yes.
Okay. That's a group that raises money to benefit they may need to buy a piece of equipment or something.
Yeah.
Well, because of the situation the hospital was in, they made a combination loan/grant to the hospital, 0% loan in the amount of $500,000.
Okay, that's why I was asking about the remuneration on April 1st, because I knew the hospital was in a shape where the
foundation gave them $500,000 to help them through this
troubled waters. There you go.
And it was great that they had it to give.
There you are. Well, we're going to take one last quick break. We'll wrap things up with Lynn. Might even talk about, you had a party in your backyard.
I did.
Yeah, we're going to hear a little bit.
I had a Hawaiian lady.
We're going to be right back here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back after this.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic Famous Maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Len Wells!
Hey, hello!
Len Wells has joined us today for his monthly. By the way, I probably won't have you up here.
Thank you.
Again. Before the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, that's right.
That's coming up.
First Saturday in May.
First, are you? So are you?
I will not.
You're not. No. I'm saying, are you going to give your pick?
I don't know a single horse's name. Shugabugga, Harass.
Yeah.
But has Harass already been scratched?
Yes.
It has, hasn't it? Okay.
See, you knew
I was going to go there.
I keep throwing you softballs. I keep trying to help you.
Chewing gum sticking to the rail, underwear hanging from behind. Underwear hanging from behind.
I like underwear hanging from behind.
Chewing gum sticking to the rail. And Harass, wait a minute. Harass hasn't been scratched. Well, that was the name of a horse, Harass.
I know it is actually. There's
that was in the, I think, '87 Derby.
I think Reconcile or something is the name of the stud duck horse this year.
Is that right? Reconcile?
Something reinforcement reconciles.
Well, it sounds like a divorce lawyer thing to me. But
it might be. Yeah, it might be. But you had, I mentioned it before we went on break, you had a big old party right in your backyard for the eclipse.
We had two parties. It was kind of a dual thing.
Well, don't tell me about your private party. I don't want to hear about that. Go ahead, tell me about your private party.
No.
If you want to share I thought you wanted to keep that private.
Okay, it is private.
Okay.
But one farm field in a small woods to my west was the Dozier Rock and whatever kind of, what do you call it, Solar Fest?
Dozier Solar Music Festival or something like that.
And they had a bunch of bands.
Eclipse Festival. Yeah, a bunch 20, 25, 30 bands.
And I tell you what, they play, and I could hear every
Every day.
Every day, every bit of the music, because I was so close to it. And it got loud. It got kind of loud on Monday, which was the eclipse day.
Yeah.
But you know that Sunday night, they were still playing at 2:30 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, they were still.
See,
playing.
now the wind actually most of the weekend
comes
was
out
blowing
of the southwest, out of the southwest.
on Sunday or on Monday it was.
Yes.
But most of the rest of the weekend it was blowing from the east.
This is kind of odd.
It was very odd. So that would have taken some of the sound away from you.
But I could still hear it. And it wasn't objectionable. Don't misunderstand me. It was kind of cool, but it wasn't. I had my own company, so I didn't go attend the event.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was well attended. But the music was great, and for the most part, the weather was good. I mean, there was a couple of periods of time when it rained and they had to quit. But it was that close. It was just one empty field in the woods, and there was. That's that close.
How's the Sun Stereo? That's my favorite band.
At the time they were playing, I had my own company. Family was there, and so I didn't really pay that much attention.
Did you want to tell about your private part? Okay,
no, nobody cares about that.
They don't.
I had my daughter and son-in-law and their daughter and son, and they had a guest came up from Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah, she's
nice.
A young lady from Hawaii.
You see, we had an eclipse observation party as well, basically, and
we had somebody come up from Henry.
We had folks come up from a bunch of folks from Nashville, Tennessee, and one of the young ladies that came up from Nashville, her family is from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Wow!
And they came up from San Juan, Puerto Rico to Nashville to visit during the eclipse, so they could join them to come up to Wayne County, Illinois.
So they came to Wayne County and got to see it live.
They got to see it live and in person.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Do you remember the time on the Fairfield Community High School Board of Education? You ask Katie White about this. They wanted to take the Spanish Club, I think it is.
Yeah.
To Puerto Rico for a trip.
I do remember.
And one of the school board members objected because there's no business taking our students to a foreign country. I'll never forget that as long as I live. I will not mention his name. I think he may not be with us anymore.
I think he still is.
Is he? Well, anyway, be that as it may, don't want to take our kids to a foreign country at Puerto Rico. I could be wrong, but I think it's a possession.
It is still a possession. It's a territory. It's the United States.
Do they pay taxes down there now?
Oh, yeah.
I think they do.
Yeah, they pay.
I could be wrong.
They pay full income taxes, man. It's the other thing that this Jose was the gentleman from Puerto Rico.
What a common name.
But he had an uncommon device that he was shooting at the
really?
That he was shooting at the eclipse. He had this Apple telescope thing.
Really?
And it was cool. He was getting close up shots of the eclipse, just even before it was it went full on.
Right.
And he just did a beautiful job, and he was looking forward to the seeing all the moons and stars and stuff.
Which they did come out. They really did.
They came out during when you saw Venus and you saw Jupiter.
Yeah, right there, just like that.
Right.
One of the young ladies that was with us, she just kind of wandered away from the rest of the crowd to the pond. I said, during the middle of this, I'm thinking, okay. She came back. She said, look at this picture. She took a picture of the water and the reflection, and it was just amazing. The picture of the eclipse reflected in a pond.
Now that's pretty cool.
She actually thought of that, though.
Yeah, that's creative.
That was something else. And it was a good picture.
How old was the young woman at the
I would say she's probably, she's in college.
Oh, wasn't the Hawaiian lady?
She's just a junior in high school.
Well, that's really cool.
I'm sorry, not a junior, an 8th grader, excuse me. Okay. We'll be going into high school.
Junior high school. She's in
junior high school is what I meant to say.
You going to go up to North Dakota in 2044?
No, I'm going to go to Latin America in August of this year and watch the total eclipse down in because
I don't think there is one.
And there is in Latin America.
No, there's not.
Well, there could be.
there's one in Spain in like 25 or 6.
Oh, I thought there was something coming up in August.
I don't think so.
Well, I could still go to Latin America, can I?
You have my permission.
Okay, that's what I'm
Now, Latin America, that's out of the country.
I know that is, because that's kind of way down yonder.
That is way down yonder.
Drive there,
whereas San Juan is down yonder.
That's true. Out yonder,
you
down
cannot
yonder.
drive to San Juan.
No, you cannot, unless you've got a boat. right?
Yes. Yeah.
You
you'd
can
have
drive
to
a
have
boat there, but not a car.
Yeah, you can drive a boat, but not a.
And you can drive a car to South America, correct?
Yes, all the way to the end of it.
Yeah, all the way down yonder.
All the way down yonder.
Doodah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for
it's
joining.
been fun.
Hope you enjoyed your eclipse. Hope you've learned stuff. And again,
pick and roll.
Pick and roll and Autism Awareness Month. Make sense?
You do. Thank you.
See y'all next time on Big Talk. Have a great day. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.